Jaden Reed to return this. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Offense in the hurry up here.
10, yellow, black. Smash. Ready.
On second down, Jacobs. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Ready, break.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Thrown on first down, Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
His first throw is an interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already. As the kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. And he can't make it in, so they get the game's first touchdown, but won't add another 2 onto it. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Ball ready. Let's go.
Love back to it after the pick. Headed out right. Gets himself free. But there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on third and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. On the move, headed right. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down. They motion the tight end over. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he can't reel it in, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing third and long. Here's Lamar. Throwing it deep off his back foot. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. He's on the move. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Justin Matabike making that stop. They just get the play off. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Okay, break.
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. Escapes a defender. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Right, 97.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Check 2. Set up.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Green jack. Cut, cut.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
They'll run. Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a 2nd effort touchdown.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Brought in near the 10. And he's into the end zone. They are really pulling out whatever they can to try to make this game closer. That cuts the lead down by an extra 2. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Cut.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2-1, ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
From the 34. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down from the red zone. Forced out to his right. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Jackson yet again. Buying some time right. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lamar throwing again. Chased out to his right. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Right. Ready.
Trying again, following the sack. Bails out of the pocket. And they get to him again. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Play fake, it's Love. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. From the gun, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half.